Just gonna sketch that I haven't drawn in a hot minute. Body is even less. So what I usually do is have like I just copy it over. I have this base. I don't remember where I got it from, because I think I just used like, I think I used a Pinterest base and then changed the hands on it. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Listen, Linda. I love that. Hello. Eyebrows go here. Look at that. That's better. That's so much better. Because she's water. She's water. We're going with fluidity. Going with soft. Going with round. That's what we're going with, right? That's like round eyes. They're not gonna be this big, but like that's the gist. They're gonna look way better than that. That's what I have in my mind. I've never figured out how to jelly lips. Cute smile. It should have dimples. Who knows how noses are done? Or do I? Jeez Louise, I truly don't remember how to do anything, it feels. Dang. I don't know if that makes any sense, what I've just done here. Highly doubt it. Maybe. That doesn't make sense. I mean, it's like an approximation of a nose, I think. I don't know how noses work anymore. That's what I'm going for. So I usually just do like one half of the face and then mirror it. The sketch at least. There is also the thing of like, I want to rig my own models because I have this idea that I just don't know if I can like properly translate it into instructions. But like, it's possible, it's probably already been done, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're just gonna be water personified. So like their skin is gonna be blue. Maybe if it's possible, it'll be slightly see-through and shit will be floating through it. Who knows? Also, what I was trying to say earlier was, before I went on that search, is that like I want to learn how to rig my models myself, because the idea that I have for this one is that these little bits here, these bits here and here and here would disappear as the hair moves and they'd reappear, right? Or they like their shape would change or whatever. I don't know if I'll keep them like that, though. That's the thing. I might segment them more, but for now. That's not even at all. I have to keep reminding myself. This is a sketch. It's supposed to look stupid. Also, if her hair is transparent, you'd see her ears, so I have to work at that as well. What I've got at so far. It looks ridiculous. It actually looks it's not even, it's not symmetrical, it's not good. That's okay. Because I'm on to the body now. I'm gonna use the base as a base, but you know, gonna make it thicker. I think I'm not 100% sure if that's how anatomy even works, but I was working in my brain today. That's how it's making sense. But actually, what if I want her to be a slightly short queen? As long as I have one side down, I can turn on the symmetry and fix it. I don't even know if that anatomically makes sense. It doesn't. It really doesn't. What I'm trying to do is use this as a reference of like where hands are ending, where joints are ending, stuff like that, as I'm shrinking her. It's gonna get fixed. What I'm gonna do, however, I'm gonna put clothes on her now. Don't know what kind of clothes though. That's the thing. There's another thing that I want to be able to do with my models is make it very easy to switch out outfits. So like the model will come with a very simple base, and then outfits will be made on top of that that can be switched out, and you don't have to re-rig an entire new model. Right? You just have to re-rig the clothes, which is very easy to, I would assume would be easier said than done, but easier than rigging the entire model again, because the clothes would just have to move in the same direction as everything else. Like once you've rigged one set of clothes, you have a general idea of how to rig the rest of them, and you'd know like how much physics to put on that, how much to turn them to make them sense, etc, etc, etc. Part of me is thinking that I should go into more detail for body, as in like do another layer and refine the body. I mean, right now it looks great, but it also, like, in my head it's not making sense because of how I did the first sketch. Like, if this is the crotch here and this is the stomach here, right, then this is where the legs start, because that's booty center right there. That's booty central right here. So from the front it would have to follow this, and then this is crotch. Does that make sense? Booty central is here. This is booty central. right? Is it? No, that's too low. Booty center will be here. It start where the crotch ends. I have to look up like a reference. I have to, because I'm losing my mind. I've missed out the hips. The hips are, well, technically I haven't, but like I also have, I think. Like this whole hip area isn't structured properly, I don't think. Oh no, it is. I do have the middle bit right. It's because of the legs. She doesn't have what I have. You know, like the okay, I'm gonna just draw it. Some women have this. I think some guys have it too. It's like the actual like sticky outy bit. You know, like that's not how that sticky outy bit looks. So like you got your hips, right? But then like you have like a little bump out. Or like a divot in your hip. Like that. Like a little divot. This picture that I'm looking at for reference has like a prominent divot. Like it's like it is like proper, like here is the hip bone, here is the hip bone, here's your pelvis, and it's like the skin is pulled real tight to it. That's the reference that I'm looking at, which is actually good because I need to know where the hip bone is. It's making sense. I just didn't put in like the thigh line where it meets the crotch. That's what was happening. Got a knobby knee. It's got knobby knees. That is not foot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That is not foot. This might be the ankle bone. This ain't foot. This, the calf situation, blowing my mind. What the hell is this? For some reason, the torso just looks so small. I mean small this way, not this way. I think it's fine this way. Maybe. My issue is that because it's water, there is only so much defining you can do. Love that. Hold on. I like that. I'm here for this. Something like this. Just a general idea. So this is layer 1, the bangs. This is in the very, very front. This is layer 2, side bangs. These are right behind the front bangs. Then we've got this layer, which is behind the side bang, right? However, this layer, number 4, is the back, the very, very back. This is what actually I think I can show you on my model, my current model. Should still have the files. Wow, this is scary. This is terrifying. So let's see if I actually divided it up. Like, yeah, so I have hair left and hair right for these pieces, right? That's at the very, very, very back of the head. So then I have hair front and horns, which is this piece up the very, very top, right? So this is what would be the bangs, the front bangs. And then, so it's this, and then in between the hair, front, and bangs, we have the face. But on the back of the face is the hair back. This is that big piece. That's the majority of the hair on that model, water model. Hope that makes sense. I'm just gonna put like on the screen for when I edit the video. It'll make sense later. But that's why I'm like filling in just to differentiate the layers in my head. This piece back here would be a separate layer altogether. I'm trying to think of how it would how you would give motion. It would be a very slight undulation. I'm trying to figure out, ask for it, how you'd motion it to do that, but that's a different story. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate it real quick if it lets me. Save that. But on this one, I'm gonna make it look like that, what I did there. Does that make more sense? It's giving Pixar mom. Maybe I cut in here. And then I continued her torso. Here's a real quick rundown of what my brain is seeing right now, right? I mean, technically this is correct, because torso from a side view is more like this. And then here is where the thighs go, right? That's what I'm trying to do here. But it doesn't look right for some reason, but it also does. I feel like it's just, I think her torso is just too small. When I tell you anatomy and I are not friends, this is what I mean. Something still looks off, but I think it's just because she's naked. I hope this makes more sense. Because now, I mean, the hip to shoulder ratio is kind of working out. This is what I started out with, right? Then this was iteration 2. Where I made her torso a little longer. And this is iteration 3, where I made her torso wider. But because I made her torso wider, everything else had to be wider to keep the shoulder to hip ratio. I don't understand. Like arms, some days I can get arms easy peasy, first try. Other days it's like, are you trying to go for a noodle or a sausage? I'm gonna stop messing with that now and move on to the clothes. I took all of that time and I still don't know what to do. That is shape of booba, yeah. In clothes, yes. Also, it's also just giving the point to the idea of filling the container. She's water, so she's filling a container. Well, for all of my ladies, they will always have shorts. Doesn't matter what they're wearing. This is just also to make it easier for when outfits change. You don't have to draw this layer. This layer doesn't have to get drawn again and again and again. I don't think that's how shorts work. That looks better now. I just have to fix this. Want one of these here. Here. Right. Jesus. Who is outside? 1 second. Part of me wants to do this. So she's essentially like a mermaid, but she's mostly water. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun idea, but I don't know if I'll do it. I think that's all I can do for today. That's all, man.